Have you ever heard tales of mysterious giants or powerful beings said to roam the earth in ancient times? According to the Bible, a race known as the Nephilim once walked among humanity. But who, or what, were these Nephilim? Were they literal giants, fallen angels, or simply myths? The first mention of the Nephilim comes from the Old Testament, specifically in Genesis chapter 6, verses 1 to 4. The passage describes a time before the great flood when the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. This union, it's said, resulted in the birth of the Nephilim, described as the mighty men of old, men of renown. This cryptic passage raises a lot of questions. Who were these sons of God? And were the Nephilim truly giants? Or does this term mean something else? The Bible doesn't provide a lot of detail, but this brief mention has sparked centuries of speculation and debate. With so little information in the Bible, scholars and believers have developed a few main theories about the origins of the Nephilim. Let's look at the three most prominent interpretations. One common interpretation is that the Nephilim were literal giants, as described in the book of Numbers. This theory holds that the Nephilim were a physically large race, possibly even monstrous in appearance. Some scholars and believers argue that ancient texts, such as the apocryphal Book of Enoch, lend credence to this idea. The Book of Enoch goes into more detail, describing the Nephilim as being the offspring of angels who descended to earth and took human wives. In Enoch's account, these beings were massive and caused chaos and destruction, prompting God to bring about the great flood to cleanse the earth. The idea of the Nephilim as giants has also made its way into popular culture. We see stories and imagery of giants in various myths and religions worldwide, suggesting that tales of gigantic beings might stem from a common source of human folklore. But without physical evidence, some scholars argue that these accounts could simply be exaggerations or allegorical descriptions. Another theory suggests that the Nephilim were not merely humans, but a hybrid race, a mix of divine beings and humans. In this view, the sons of God who fathered the Nephilim were actually fallen angels or supernatural entities who took human wives. This theory is heavily influenced by texts like the Book of Enoch and other ancient writings outside the traditional Bible. These texts depict the Watchers, a group of angels who rebelled against God, descended to earth, and produced offspring with human women. This resulted in beings with supernatural traits and powers, essentially giants in both size and influence. According to this theory, the Nephilim were part of the reason for the world's corruption, which led God to initiate the Great Flood as a form of divine judgment. This interpretation presents the Nephilim as a threat to the natural order, combining divine and human qualities in a way that was seen as dangerous and profane. Despite being mentioned only a few times in the Bible, the Nephilim have captured the imagination of people for centuries. These mysterious beings have influenced everything from religious debates to pop culture, appearing in books, movies, and TV shows as giants, demons, or fallen angels. The story of the Nephilim speaks to a deeper human fascination with beings who are part divine, part human, and who exist in the blurred boundaries between good and evil. Whether they were giants, fallen angels, or symbols of corruption, the Nephilim represent our eternal struggle to understand the unknown and to grapple with our own nature. Thank you for watching Mysteries and Histories. What do you think the Nephilim were? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future explorations into history's greatest mysteries.